So I'm about to attempt to change out a spindle on my boat trailer. What happened was a bearing went out on this hub and it kind of scarred up the spindle. So it leaks grease back behind on the back side of the hub. And so what I'm gonna have to do is I'm gonna have to pull this axle completely off this trailer and try to weld another spindle on here. So what we're gonna have to do is pull this hub off, undo these, take this axle out, and then I'll try to weld another spindle on it. You can see I've got the trailer jacked up. First thing I did was take the loosen the lug nuts. Didn't take them completely off, but loosened them. Jacked up the trailer. I've got it on these heavy-duty jacks. These are very important for safety reasons, and make sure you're safe about doing this. You don't want this trailer coming back down on you. I'm going to try to work where I'm not under there at all. I wanted to bring you around on this side so you can see how these are typically put together. Same typical deal here. You've got your cotter pin. Those are kind of dirty. I'm going to wipe them off a little so we don't get too much down in there. You got your cotter pin bent back here, and it's got two wings, and you bend those together. Get them as straight as you can get them, like that, and then that thing will drive out of there pretty easy. See, that one came out so much easier than the other one. I'm gonna put these up here to keep them out of the dirt. Now, what you have on here is just kind of a keeper, and that just goes over that nut. It just kind of goes over the spindle nut and helps hold that nut and cotter pin in place. It's a greasy mess. That's why I always wear these gloves when I'm working on something like that. Put it in there too. Now you're down to your spindle nut, and you see these are just needle nose pliers. This is how your spindle nut should actually come off here. You see how easy that is. There's what it looks like. Okay, just like on the other side, you have a washer there, and this washer is going to have a flat side to fit your spindle. That spindle has a flat side too, right over here. Okay, so now you're down to your bearings. Just like on the other side, we can just pull this thing off. Now I've still got the wheel hooked up on this one. It's no different. You just pull it right out, just like that, and it's that simple. And all your bearings and everything are still intact in this wheel. Now I'm going to change out the seals and everything and the bearings in this wheel, but for now I'm just going to put it over here, and you can see when we clean this spindle up, this thing should be smooth, just like that. You shouldn't have any nicks or cuts or anything like that in your spindle, and that's why we're replacing the one on the other side. All right, now it's time to get this axle off. There's 4 bolts on the bottom of these U-bolts. 4 nuts, sorry. And that's what we're going to take off. Now those were tight, but they're not extremely tight. And I'm going to try to do most of this with staying out from under this trailer. All right, just a little lock nuts. All right, you can see we got those loose. I don't know where my bolt went. Oh, there it went. Or nut. I keep calling those bolts. You got this plate. It goes up against these springs. U-bolts go right there. So once you get those 4 off, your U-bolts are loose, and so is your axle. That's simple. Now your axle sits down on those springs. You see there's a little knot right there, and it sits down on those springs, and that keeps that from shifting front to back. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go do the other side, and then we'll lift this axle and pull it out. We're loose on the other side, and I've taken it off that little stub right there, so I should just be able to pull this on out. Alright, hung on the leaf spring over there. And there's your axle. Now, you can see there, that's the good side. You've got these welded on to go on your springs. And I'll be honest, I'm probably going to completely change this axle, which is a much easier job than welding a new spindle on, put new hubs on and all that. Because you can get these axles with the hubs and everything. So all you'd have to do is pull it out, put it back on, bolt it in, and you're done. The problem is, right now, they're having to order these axles, and it's taking a good long time, 6 to 8 weeks to get them in. I don't have that much time to wait, so I'm gonna repair this one, order one, and put it in later. It's not heavy, it's proven. Alright, so I've got the new one welded back on. You see here, it seems really straight. When you roll it, you can't see any wobble at all. So I think it's going to work. I'm going to let this cool off and do a couple other things to the boat, and then I will come back and put this all back together. Okay, let's get this axle back on. Now that little spring spring holder sits down on a stud there. Make sure you've got that on, and then you can just put your U-bolts, plate, and nuts back on. Now I'm gonna put a little marine grease on these threads. It's just like what you'd put on your prop. Anti-corrosion. It don't hurt to replace any of these parts when you're doing something like this. When I put a new axle on this trailer, I may just replace all of this. This is a 2009 trailer, so it's been used. Okay, now we got our plate. The flares go to the bottom. So you just put the bolts in there. I'm gonna get the opposite started, and then we'll be ready to tighten them up. Now remember, you've got this thing on jack stand, so don't start jerking on it or something like that. Be safe with everything you're doing on this. Okay, we've got those tight. Now we'll go get the other side. Alright, I don't know if you can see that, but this is the seal that was in there, and it's got a crack in it right there. And that's the seal that's on the back side of the wheel hub, so I'm going to go ahead and replace it while I've got all this apart. So I remembered I had a new hub with a brand new seal on it. I'm going to go ahead and put it on this spindle here on this side. I'm going to have to clean this all up. I got stuff in it. Alright, so that hub fit right on that spindle. You wiggle it a little bit till it pops on there. You shouldn't have any up and down play or anything like that. Now, then you put your bearing in. Here's another bearing, I'll show you how. That way, this taper goes toward the trailer. And I've already put one in here. So we're all good there. Now, next step is your washer. And that holds that bearing back in there, followed by your spindle nut, which just screws right on here. And then this keeper after that. Now your spindle nut just goes on there tight enough to keep this hub from moving around much. You noticed I took that thing off with a pair of needle nose pliers, so it don't have to be very tight. You see, that doesn't move at all right there, so you're good right there. Now, you can put this on here, and you may have to turn it just a little bit to get these grooves to line up with your cotter pin. That's our cotter pin right there. So let me get a wrench and we're gonna line these up. Okay, so I just need a little bit off of there. So I recommend taking this off because you can damage it pretty easy. And then just putting a little twist on your spindle nut, one way or the other. And I think that's going to be enough to line that hole up. with those grooves. So now we'll take our cotter pin. I really wish I had a new one of these. I'll probably take this back apart and put a new one on. Once you get it straight, you can push it down in there, and it comes out the back side like that. Let me grab my needle nose. And you can just bend those over. Just enough that you can fit your cover back on it. So there you go. Now that's got that in there good and tight, and we've got the grease, easy grease cover that's really nice to have on these smaller trailers. And it'll just pop in here like that. There you go. It's that easy. I'm gonna kind of clean some of that off there. Now this easy grease cap, you can get it like Northern Tool or Track Supply, stuff like that. It's a whole lot stronger than those dinky little ones that come on these trailers. So I recommend getting those. I don't have one for the other side yet, but I will get one.